And we got bananas in chat from I Love Cats, Ultimate Badass, Andy Hugs You, Jay's on fire, Charlie Panda, Severald, KLDX22, The T-Bog, Ollie95XZ, Fulks23, Quickstorm, and Al Sanders. Thank you everyone for the bananas, appreciate it ever so much. Stellian and Wolfie are here today, thank you for coming by as always. I don't say thank you to you moderators enough, I'm sure Randy's here as well, and probably a few others I haven't caught in chat yet. Welcome everyone, we're playing Hermitcraft today. The pre-stream music though was Prophets of Rage, pretty much Rage Against the Machine with Chuck D and Be Real, with the song Hail to the Chief. If you liked it, go check out the new record, it's awesome. Right, and yeah, we're good to go. We're here, we're in the base. Where's my list of things? We've got 3 things we're going to do today. And the first one requires cobblestone, so let's go grab some cobblestone, shall we? Welcome everyone, I'm picking up on all your welcome messages in chat, appreciate it. Let's take this whole box, we're going to need a whole box for what we've got to do. And let's wander over there. Also, noisy me here, I need to get those on the screen. Where is it? It's that one, bam, click on that. Alright, so we got Diagonal Rocks subscribing when I weren't even streaming. If you're still here, thank you for subscribing. Also, Digomi has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support. When I came out here earlier, I went, chunk error. It's not a chunk error. This is what it looks like over here, man. Look. Like someone's come along and built this giant, mysterious, ominous blue thing. It's called an ocean. It's called an ocean, peeps. Love the pre-stream songs, says your little yellow bird. Glad you liked it. If you never heard them before, go check out Rage Against the Machine. Classic 90s group right there. We need the cobblestone over here, really. And what we're going to do is we're going to be placing lots and lots of cobblestone. Oh, you're so excited now, aren't you? You can't believe it's your lucky day. Goodness me, you thought it was a live stream, but it's one where we place cobblestone. What's going on? What is going on? Yeah, we're just going to work on the structure, I guess, or like the land around here. We're going to be building some cliffs at some point. That is going to start soon. I don't know where to do this. So yeah, today we're going to be doing grindy stuff as we always do. Oh no, do you know what I was supposed to do? It's supposed to... Right, peeps. Never mind, we're going to the end to repair our tools. Both of my shovels are wrecked. I made a third one, and then I lost it. I made a third shovel specifically for running out of my shovels all the time, and I don't know where it ended up. Yeah, I guess everything else is in there, so we can just go straight over to the end. No reason to mess about. Waffles779 has resubscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you for resubscribing, saying, hello X. I was wondering when the next deep stream was going to be. Specifically though, thoughts on Trump. Lots of people accuse him of being one thing or another. I was wondering if you have an opinion. Hopefully this subject doesn't offend anyone else. So I've personally started to avoid talking about what we used to call the deep stream topics. I certainly still have, you know, a bit of a mouth and wanting to talk about things, as anyone would do. I don't know. I just feel like, although I get to say what I want to say, I think the most important thing is to have a discussion, to hear back and forth, and to respect one another. And one thing I realise is that when I'm the one doing the talking, people are in chat, and if they agree with you, it looks great to see, oh yeah, I agree, assume a message, and you know, that's in a way kind of echo chambery, you know, people just feeding back your own thoughts at you. And then when you see people who don't agree, usually it's anger. And if it's not anger, it's often difficult to actually have a proper conversation. I think it's important to have proper conversations to understand people with different points of view to you, to understand where they're coming from and what they're about. I think that's really powerful, and it broadens your understanding of things. So I don't particularly enjoy talking about that anymore. You know, obviously I like to say what's been on my mind, and then, you know, then I start to think it's a one-way conversation. And so I've been put off. I've been put off by doing the deep streams because of that. I'll make a comment on Trump. I'm not American, and I really don't like it when people say, you know, put your nose in our business, or, you know, stick to Minecraft or whatever. Everyone should be able to express their opinion about anything at any point, I believe. I don't think there should be some like discrediting going on, and that often happens when someone disagrees, they find a reason to discredit someone. I don't like doing that. I don't ever want to do it myself. So I feel like, you know, I can have an opinion on this. My opinion, like, is, you know, there's lots of different things that he does and says, and sometimes he gets called out for things that maybe I don't think are really a big deal or whatever. But I think if I could summarize it up quickly for you, I mean, he's a billionaire, sorry, you know, and he's going to do things in office that benefit billionaires. That's what I think, in a nutshell, to take a big and tricky situation and perhaps make it a little bit simpler. That's kind of what I think in general, you know. If you think I'm wrong, that's absolutely fine. I've listened to lots of different people say lots of different things, and that's just what I've ended up with. Yeah, this is interesting. Someone's doing a little enchanting project over here, it seems. We're here just to repair some tools and hang out and chill. So, Waffles, thank you for your resubscribe. Tiny Small 69 resubscribing for 8 months in a row, saying banana hype. Thank you, appreciate it. Also, Deputy, oh, how do I say it? Deputy Rimplestimp. That is an awesome name, Deputy Rimplestimp. Reporting. Thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I appreciate your support. I like the username. Hope you enjoyed today's stream and have a good. Oh, we definitely need to come here. We got a broken elytra. That's an emergency if ever I've seen one. Let's go do this business, shall we? Well, we'll be here for a moment. I know how this works. It always takes longer than you want it to. Okay, and that is no. That's not all of the tools on the hotbar. There we go. All the tools on the hotbar. Everything that needs to be repaired is visible. Let's get to it. I do want to, like, now that the deep stream thing has been brought up, I do want to actually raise a couple of points, I guess, when it comes to those sorts of topics. Street Wolf DK has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. The term echo chamber. Okay, if you're someone who dives into this sort of, you know, what's going on in the world today, what kind of age we're living in, what phenomenons and happenings are actually happening and what should we call them and think about them. This is really important. When you hear discussion of the echo chamber, realise that the echo chamber isn't something that applies to people who you think have the wrong idea. It applies to all of us, whatever our opinions are. The way things work on the internet means that these algorithms that big companies like Google and Facebook have constructed, they generally echo back the sort of information we're interested back to ourselves. So if you are, example, pro-Trump, the internet is going to throw a lot of pro-Trump stuff at you. If you are not for Trump, you're going to get a lot of non-Trump stuff thrown at you. And it's going to make you feel like, you know, you're constantly seeing things that agree with you. You're constantly seeing things that reinforce your worldview. And that applies to any side of the spectrum. And that's why I think it's important to have discussions and to listen to people with different opinions to yourself. So that again, that feeds into why I started to really dislike doing the deep stream stuff, because as much as I like to talk about these things, it's just a one-sided conversation, really, you know. And reading a few lines in chat every now and then isn't really much to broaden your horizons. X, you're not allowed to have opinions. You might hurt someone else's feelings, says Bulkhead93. I'm a very not offended person. Like, someone could say something truly horrendous or whatever, and I won't be offended. I feel like offense is a choice to me. That's what it feels like. I can choose to be offended. It doesn't feel like it's a right. You know, I'm offended, therefore someone else has to adjust who they are or what they're doing. That doesn't feel like anything right to me. Zactus78 has resubscribed for 14 months in a row, saying, oh my 14 months, time flies, keep up the good content. Thank you for the support, buddy, man. Appreciate the resubscribe. Excuse me. Calbam is here with a donation, saying, have a nice weekend, kind regards from Germany. Well, thank you for the donation. I appreciate the support, as always, of course, and I will indeed aim to have a nice weekend. Thank you, man. Yeah, you got to be thinking about what I'm up to at the weekend now, which is good. This thing has repaired. Get something broken on there. Jeez, I need to be more efficient. Otherwise, we're picking up all this XP, and it's not very good to us. Rhiannon says, yes, you have to take offence. You can't be offended if you do not choose to. Yes, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It'd be nice to actually hear, like, that was something I was thinking again. Echo chambering, right? Like, it would actually be nice to hear someone explain their thoughts on why you should be able to be offended. Like, that's, you know, not something I ever really think about too much because I feel the other way. Kazab says, I don't know why they're advertising Tenormen to me with their algorithm. Well, whatever Tenormen is, you've probably looked at it at one point and for some reason it's like set off that thing that, oh, you're interested in this now. That doesn't have mending on it. Oh, look! Oh, right, so I'm supposed to put mending on that book before I can... Interesting. Interesting. Didn't notice that, did I? That was the thing that I did not notice. Well then, we can continue repairing anyway. Minecraft Mage says this is the best start to my holiday. Awesome! Enjoy your holiday, buddy. Pappy says, but one opinion is right. It's just a matter of how educated you are. Oh, I actually... Right. Well, okay, apparently we're now doing it. Someone says, why don't you do deep streams? Assume explains why there's no deep stream, and now we're on a deep stream. Jeez, it's just typicalness, isn't it? You just replace the word deep stream with derp and it still makes sense. Saying that someone's opinion is right, I think, is wrong, which is kind of like the opposite, but at the same time the same thing. I don't actually believe in wrong and right, and I don't believe... sort of don't believe it in a moral sense as well. Like, I don't think there's actually like a measurement of wrong and right out there in the world that's real or tangible. I believe it's part of being a human is to have mechanics in your brain to make you feel empathy for others in order to survive together. Like, it's wrong and right is, in my mind, a survival mechanism. You understand, like, a broader picture of things that are going on, and that wrong and right sways you to like perceive or behave in different ways. So in my mind, like, nothing is ever actually wrong or right. It's all about perception, how people perceive things, how they feel, etc. Well, you're wrong, says Free Phase. Love it. You're wrong. Let's see what people in chat are saying. Do you like eggs? Stuff Fury. Taking it to the next level on the deep stream. Do I like eggs? I love eggs, but I never eat them. I haven't eaten eggs for, I don't know, a long time. It's actually one of the things that I do miss, because I know of all things dairy, eggs are actually pretty good for you overall, but I haven't eaten some in a long time. I've been good. Egg salad. Oh, taking it to another level, De Fury. Jeez. Yeah, egg salad. Man, I could do with an egg sandwich or an egg salad. That'd be lovely. Kind of like a moral nihilist, says Ripped Paper. In a way, yeah. Is nihilism the negative side of believing there is no purpose for it? Yeah, no. Kutzgard put out a video a while back. Optimistic nihilist is probably what I'd identify as, right? I don't actually think there's a meaning to anything. I don't actually think there is wrong and right, but I feel like I want to make the most of that, and I want to do something that I think is positive with that, right? You know, it doesn't make me sad in any way that I don't think there's any meaning to anything. It's like an opportunity more than anything. Egg Art Dairy, says Annie Katrine. You know what I mean. Animal produce is what I was getting at. Nihilism isn't negative, it's logical, says Pappy. I'd imagine that's what, yeah, I agree, it's kind of logical. But I think what I was getting at when I said negative is, like, often when I've seen nihilism talked about, it often comes with a streak of negativity. Did I put... Why do I have two shovels that don't have mending on? And that one's been... Like, I've always had two How have I now got a shovel without mending on? What happened there? Like, that had mending on the other day or something. That's so weird. This one here had mending on the other day. Now, or actually that third shovel that I made. Maybe I've lost... Oh, right. Okay, now it makes sense. So that's right. So I have to go back to my base, put mending on it. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Otherwise, we're all good here. Lots of people saying derp in chat. This isn't a derp. This is just not understanding quite what... Maybe it is a derp. I don't feel like calling it a derp. I'm not going to explain why. It's just... I'm sorry, if you came here for the derpage, today, you know, I'm going to be stingy. I'm going to be stingy with the derp. Let's see, we want a silk touch there, excellent. We want to put these things away. That wants to go away. Hi, you can't go in there. Those I'll keep on me, and then it's just cobble and ender pearls. Yeah, right, we got an ender pearl chest. Nihilism always wants to turn to to poop when you have a large community of people within it. That's, I don't know, that's a bit of an odd statement. I mean, has there ever been a self-defined society of nihilists? I'm not sure there has. Are you trying to make up for the other day where you got 13 in one stream to mess up Spangleboo's form? Yeah, I'm trying to even it out now. No, like I've said it so many times. Like, I define the derp. When something goes wrong in my head, it's a derp. That was just a case of like not paying attention and getting a little bit confused, I guess. I don't know. You'll know when it's a derp. Nihilists believe the meaning of life is Arxin. I don't know Arxin. I also don't think... Like, no, nihilists believe the meaning of life. That's not what nihilism is. Nihilism is like no meaning to anything. Jeez. Bill Cooper Hicks says, X, thoughts on Eminem's freestyle? Technically, you know, entertainment-wise, pretty brilliant freestyle. I mean, Eminem doesn't need to prove anything to anyone, does he? But my takeaway from it was like, man, this is just like... another thing that's deepening the divide, okay? Like, regardless of where you stand on Eminem's side or Trump's side, these things just keep making that divide bigger. And that's the wrong thing. I think we need, like, conversation and bridging and trying to work together. And I don't think his freestyle in any way contributes to anything like that. And therefore, overall, I'd say not particularly keen on it. Even though it's brilliant, like, artistically speaking. Pappy says, no, nihilists don't believe there is a meaning. Yeah, that's kind of what it says. Like, someone just says... Oh, I think they were making a joke. Oh, apparently Arxin 42 doesn't exist. That's the jokes. Arxin only exists... Oh, it's a math joke. Okay. So Arxin is a math thing, possibly. Leak Stream says, X, is Australia a place? If you said yes, how do you know? Unless you've been there, there is no proof. Australia is an idea. It's an idea that people agree upon, that this place is called Australia, and that there are rules or whatever. Oh! With special effects! That was called Asuma's brain kicking into gear. You heard the noises. When the brain goes, oh god, I've got to do something! That's the kind of noises it makes, okay? Cool, I wasn't expecting that. I'm also trying to read some noises in my ear. Perix25 has re-subscribed for 2 months. Thank you. Saying 2 months. Wow, times fly. Did you ever think of streaming Hermitcraft, like 3 to 4 hour stream with the others? We've talked about it, but I don't think anyone really wants to do that. I don't want to stream Hermitcraft. I'd like to stream a UHC at some point. Hermitcraft, though, you know, it's pretty much like a similar event, isn't it? I just feel like Hermitcraft is so much of a bigger and more grandiose thing that, I don't know, it feels like it should be for videos. Why don't you say Tesco meal deal? I got you to say it last stream, says Meal Deal Boy. Are you like on some Tesco meal deal advertising here? Are they putting pennies in your pocket, young man? I did say it the other stream, didn't I? I didn't realise I was being tricked into saying it. Asuma channeling Zedaf, says Loshko. What does that mean? Channeling Zedaf. Kezab 2007 resubscribed 3 months in a row, saying how many derps this stream? None so far, apparently. Thank you for the resubscribe, though. I'm going to drink my tea now. That is some good tea. Swiss Piplup says, for some reason I could really go for a Tesco meal deal. For some unknown reason, yeah. Some good tea, some good strong tea. Streaming Hermitcraft is like streaming an adventure map. It wouldn't feel right for some reason. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's similar to that. I just think it's like... No, really, there's nothing wrong with streaming it, is there? It's just, it's such a big thing, I guess. Right, if you don't know what we're doing, by the way, we're back over here placing cobble. I mean, the exciting placing of cobble is what be happening and stuff, you know. I'm waiting for that derp, says Swaggy Snivy. Yeah, there'll be one. Don't you worry, there'll be one. I mean, I know what I'm like. I need to go turn on the light. I feel like I'm gonna go turn on the light right now. I'll be back in a second, peeps. And I'm back. Melina Game Geese says, "Hey X, got any tips for me? I'm going to my first metal concert in February and I'm kind of afraid of mosh pits." If you're afraid of them, don't go near them, don't go in them. Yeah. Like, you can get hurt in mosh pits, you know. I think if you're going to be afraid, like, you're probably not going to have the best of time going near them, right? Like, it's not going to be like all of a sudden, oh, actually, this is amazing being pushed around by people. If it looks amazing to begin with, then the chances are you might have a good time with it. My advice is just this, right? Mosh pits will break out, and they will break out without any politeness, most likely, you know? It's just going to happen near you. The places they break out are generally in front and at the middle. So, let's say... Oh, it depends on the size and the venue. If it's a big... I'm gonna guess it's somewhere like Brixton Academy, you know, reasonable size venue, pretty big. You're going to find that sort of 10, 15 rows back from the first group of people, that's where your mosh pit breaks out. Maybe one on the left, maybe one on the right as well. That sort of mid area. If you want to avoid it, like stand further back, stand at the edge. Also, you know, if one breaks out, just move away from it. Just walk away, turn around, get out of there. You know, the thing with metalheads and metal concerts is that you can just like push through people, no one cares. Like, I've very rarely gotten into any kind of incidents with pushing past people at a metal gig. Especially if you're walking away, people understand. You know, because there's moshing going on, someone will get hurt every now and then, and you see them walking away. That's my advice for you. I Love Cats is here with donation. A noise in my ear saying, "Good morning, X, how are you? I'm eating some curry while watching it brings back my childhood." It. Do you mean the movie It? Oh, by the way, don't read out loud. Okay, I won't read it out loud. Oh, and then it went blank. It just reset itself and reappeared and reset all. What? The screen I was reading just reset itself. That was so weird. Now I've got to click on those things again. I Love Cats, thank you so much for your donation. Technically the two don't overlap, but if you want to, you'd be more than welcome to, so I can do that for you after the stream, just so you know. Just so you know what's going on. Thank you for the donation, man. Did I read out not knighting row? Everything is based on values, so wrong/right, good/bad, all depends on your personal values. As soon as people take a step back and realise whatever issue is a value judgment, it becomes really easy to appreciate other people's points of views. Also, 8 months. Woohoo. Thank you for 8 months, man. I like the way you put that. I personally wouldn't perceive it in the way of values, but what you're saying makes sense. And I like the resolve there, that if you can just think about other people's perspective or their values, then you'll understand. Wait, did you say value? Yeah, you did say values. Actually, I think you mean values like values. Do you know what? I've really confused myself there. When I read values, I thought you meant like numbers, but I don't know. I've managed to mess up a simple message. I'll shut up now. Thank you for your support, man. Sorry for the derp. Sorry for being the derp. Hi X, what did I miss, says Peter? We went and repaired our tools, which I thought I'd already done, but more so I just forgot to do them, you know. Something like that. Cool, right. Over here we're going to get these cliff face going soon. So these are probably in a decent position. Some bits here might have to be like too tall, like that one. Actually, no, if these are going to be proper cliffs, then these are going to come over. Let's do that, actually, yeah. I don't know. I think that's going to be easy to do once we're there. Do you love cats, says Raven592. I like cats, they're alright. I think I love cats loves the cats, though. Use pick block to get your next stack of cobble, says Llama Fam. That's a good idea. I'll forget by the time I need to do that. Trust me. Trust me. It'll all be forgotten in no time at all. Because that's what I'm like. Been trying to learn that one for years now. See, you young'uns growing up playing with pick-a-block back in my day, oh, it was rough, I tell you. You had to open your inventory, you had to move your blocks around it. Goodness me, how did we even get by, I used to say. How did we even get by without pick-a-block? X, are you authoritarian? I find authority to be a very interesting point of contention. Absolutely not. But it provides its convenience in places, I guess. Nia Wynn says, where did the good old times go where you had to repair a shovel and mine it for an hour and a half? Yeah, those good old times, jeez. I've been watching Grian's Let's Play and just thinking, oh man, like I do not miss that grind, you know. We got a donation here from joinplay.asumavoid.com. That's a real IP address, 1.12.0. Oh, go log on, find out what it's about. Just letting you know that everyone can join the amazing free-to-join Plot World server owned by Asuma. Thank you, mysterious Plot World player, for the donation. I appreciate the support. I should certainly announce or promote it more often. I know I'm bad. It passes my mind. But yep, there is a free-to-play on public server. Play.asumavoid.com. You can always head over there and do some building and hang out with some peeps. X, what is your target audience? Says Meal Deal Boy. We just saw an Iron Golem spawn. Target audience. I don't target people. I don't have a target audience like that. But my audience is mostly sort of like university students. 18 is it? It starts 16 or 18. It starts. So sort of like teenagers and young adults, all the way up to 30 is my demographic. That's the word, isn't it? That's my demographic. What am I doing here? Let's bring this out by one block. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to leave the one block around the outside, and that's all that I need to leave. Then the next block is going to be for building. So that means this block here we can put terrain on, I think. I think that's how it goes. Who's got the best build on the server, says DeFury. Oh, goodness me. Scar's underground base is pretty ominous, right? Can't get much better than that, I think. I mean, it's a community area, but you always got to call it Scars, really. Because he made that thing amazing. All the way to 30x? I'm too old with my 45, says Bemperor. Oh, it tells me when people are older. I forget the categories, so YouTube lumps it into categories. I think it's like from 18 or 16 all the way up to 35 is my prime category audience. And it also makes sense to me a lot because, as I mentioned, uni students. I get quite a lot of people when they send me messages here on Twitch, or comments where they tell you like who they are a little bit. Students is a common thing I pick up on. Uni students. We got another donation, noise in the ear from apparently not the same person as before, saying join play.asumavoid.com. Thank you, mysterious not the same person as before, for the contribution. If you got Minecraft 1.12 up, go on play.asumavoid.com and see what peeps are up to over there. I imagine there's a few people logging on. You might make some new friends. There's a plot world to play on, mini games as well. So yeah, go check it out. X, in our mind, we are all 17, says Neowin. Not me. I would not. The assumer that was 17, that guy's a fool. Kick that guy out of here. That's what I say. Oh, I'm glad I'm who I am now. That's something. I don't think that's something that everyone feels quite the same way about. But as you get older, I feel like you get wiser, you get smarter, and you want to appreciate those things. Okay. So I think we're coming up to there. Right, so when I did this earlier, didn't realise we'd go a little bit further with it. Let's bring this shape out. No, that's the corner, isn't it? Yeah, that's the corner. Rhiannon says, shout out to those mature students out there, 30 years old here. Yeah, whenever I think of like uni students, that's actually like a wide range of people, isn't it? Like, I don't know, whenever I think of it, I instinctively think like 19, 20 sort of age, whereas Actually, there's a lot of uni students older than that. I've got a friend who's 30, I believe, in uni, now that I think about it. Harvey J Gaming says, "Hey Asuma, this is the first time I've ever caught you live on the stream. Loving the stream. I'm glad you're loving it, buddy. Glad you're loving it. Gotta say though, the name does seem a little bit familiar. Some names are like that though, aren't they? Remember, join the services, Ralph. Oh, we got another one. Goodness me. Some people, there must be something going on. Some people really want you to join. Play.asumaboy.com. Go check it out. Find out what's going on. There's another noise in the air. Don't know if it's the same person. There's no message. And another one. Jeez, what's going on today? We got a donation from Reed Asuma's music blog. Jeez, the people want me to plug and they're giving me money to do it. This is a very strange occurrence. I appreciate it, peeps. You really don't need to do that. So I have a music blog, okay? I feel obliged to promote it now. I write about music. I listen to the music. Thoughts happen in my head. I go, oh, that bit was good. And then I write about it. And if you're thinking, oh, I want to hear about what bit Asuma thought was good, then there's a blog for that. And if you go to the Googles and you type in no, jeez, that's the wrong thing. If you type in Asuma Music Blogspot, you'll probably find it. Now, I can't even remember the URL of my own blog. That is how painfully derp I am. Jeez. I Live Cat says, success. What was the success? Making me derp. Oh, that was a derp, wasn't it? I said the wrong thing. Oh no. Neowin, thank you for the kind message. I'm glad you like the blog. I really enjoy doing it. I don't really care if a lot of people read it or not. I get on average about 100 views or reads. Now we got a donation from Follow Asuma's Twitter. Thank you. If you want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to do so. I tweet about things. I do. I do stuff like, I don't know, I moan about ticket prices. I did that the other day. That led to some interesting discussion. Reading my responses on that one was kind of interesting. See what different people thought about ticket prices. And you know what? I didn't even get my ticket, man. Oh, I've just remembered how sad that makes me feel. I really want to see Kendrick Lamar live. He's a great artist. It's an amazing time to catch him live. If not a few years ago. I wish I'd have seen him a few years ago as well. But great time to catch him live. Got up early. Got the page open. You know. Right, I've you know, put my ticket thing down. And it says, don't refresh. You're waiting in a queue. This page will refresh when your tickets are ready. And then like, you know, 10 minutes goes by, 20, an hour. And then I'm like, man, what is this thing doing? So I like refresh it. You know, that messed it up. Go back to the website to buy the tickets. Everything's sold out. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, well, maybe next time. Neowin says, oh, geez, there's still tickets available. There's seated tickets. I can't do seating at gigs. I don't know. Like, I've actually, to be fair, I've had to do seating a few times in recent years. It's not that bad, but I think especially for something like Kendrick Lamar, I just want to be on my feet, you know. I don't want to be sitting down. And if you're standing, you know, you get there early, you get to go reasonably close to the stage as well, which is what I'd like to do. So that's the thing. I saw Ricky Gervais last night in London. Amazing show. Started out sort of redoing some of his classic jokes, and I was starting to think, oh, this might, you know, it might be just Ricky's doing the same tricks or whatever. But oh no, it's foolish me. He brings out some really heavy guns with some pretty dark jokes. You know, it was pretty hilarious. Where was I going with this? Why did I start talking about that? I had to sit down. What was I thinking? I had to sit down and watch Gervais. Oh yeah, that was it. So I was quite far back, and he was like a blob, like a no, not making fun of his weight. Jeez, no, he was like a blob in the distance, and it kind of after, as much as I loved it, I really cracked up. I think I would have enjoyed that pretty similar level watching the DVD or whatever, right? I feel like part of like watching something live is getting to see that person up close in the flesh, and didn't get to see him up close in the flesh. He was sort of like a blurry blob. And I was quite far away, and that actually was a little bit disappointing, you know. It always adds something when you get to see him close. 1 year at Sonosphere, right? Mr. X, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting getting so many noises in here. I'm waffling. Let me waffle for a second. I'll get to the noises. You know, I'm a huge Metallica fan. Like that band did so much for me. You know, especially for my taste in music and broadening my horizons. Like Ride the Lightning was my, you know, one of the first albums where I just got absolutely into it. Decided that I love music. It was the best thing ever. I saw James Hetfield play Blackened, most of it, because he moves around the stage a bit. Right? I'm not even kidding. Pretty much 2 meters from my face. Okay? One person in front of me, the barrier, a tiny gap, the front of the other side of the Snake Pit stage, and like there he is, Hetfield, singing Blackened, and I was just like, whoa! It was like my mind had blown up or something. It was just incredible. And that, like, you know, like I could have watched if I was standing, you know, all the way at the back, and James Hetfield was just a tiny little blob in the distance. It would have just been like listening to the CD, you know. The fact that like he was right there in front of me, that was just wow, you know. There's Hetfield kind of thing. Right, noises in here. Zuck MP has subscribed. Thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. Unhinged Assassin has subscribed as well. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the support ever so much. And Sarsaw has resubscribed for 19 months in a row. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for all you wonderful people letting me do what I do here. And become a patron for X has donated. Who is this? Who is this mysterious person advertising my things because I don't do it? Oh jeez. Milo Gamer says, I hate Metallica, sorry X. Dude, never like celebrate your own hate. Don't hate on a band. Like, I bet you if I sat you down in a room and made you listen to Ride the Lightning 100 times in a row, by the 10th listen you'd be hooked, you know. Like, never give in to your hate, especially with stuff like music. Music's there for you to be enjoyed, you know. Don't put pride on your hate. When I was youthful, it used to be like, oh, that band's rubbish. Iron Maiden. Oh, what are you on about? They suck, right? Don't take pride in your own hate. Like, it's just arrogant and foolish. Like, try and find the reasons to like stuff, because then when you like it, as many millions of people like Metallica, there's something wonderful there for you to enjoy. It's the same for anything, really. Asuma, where did you get your skins? Says Red QB. Raven's Child made it for me in a skin competition we did years and years ago during the first season of Hermitcraft. And it is brilliant. Like, when he showed it to me, I was like, I really hope that wins the competition, because that is excellent. Get it? Do you get it? It's excellent. Jeez, I'm dynamite with those puns today, ain't I? That was an accidental pun, you know it was. Almost sounded like X didn't like the tea. I love tea, says 2K. I said I love tea. 2K18 of Doom said the other bit. We got a noise in the ear here from Mr. Ilucat saying, with calms before storms, we tepidly breathe, recover, and anxiously... This blooming sounds like something I wrote earlier. And anxiously await the lurking dread that's always present. From today's music blog, I found that sentence very poetical. Plus, I love the His Spin album. Thanks for showing me great music. No problem at all, Mr. Katz. No problem at all. I'm glad you enjoyed it. As always, thank you for your continued support. Yeah, like, that's what I love about the blog. It's like trying to capture some of the feelings it makes you feel in like sentences. I really enjoyed that. I used to write poetry when I was a kid. I looked at a lot of it. I kept all of it. Looked at some of it a few years ago and went, oh dear, that's not how I remembered it. Oh no. But I'm glad that I did it, because it's good exercise. I've always been a bit on the creative side, you know. I've always been someone who's tried to make stuff happen and do things. And it's like no surprise that I've ended up doing this for a living, right? So yeah, when I think back on, like, you know, I used to write music, used to write poetry, I just did it because it felt good to get what you got in your head, like, out onto paper or into the world through sound or whatever. But you can't like every single band. Some just don't do it for you. For example, I don't listen to some bands because I don't like the vocalist. Listening to them for me wouldn't change that, says Milena GameGee. I would have said the same thing at one time. Don't then listen to the band and focus on the vocalist and remind yourself of why you don't like it. Just get into it. A lot of bands have really great chemistry and make good music. And if you focus on the bit you don't think works, you kind of close yourself out from the stuff that does. And then when you're into the stuff that does, sometimes it clicks and it's like, oh, actually, you know. And I can say this from experience because there's a lot of stuff I never used to like. Like Iron Maiden, like I said a moment ago, I used to think they were rubbish, you know. Didn't like the way they sung or anything, and then like when it clicked for me, I started to like understand what it was about. Usually when you don't like something, it's because you don't really get it, you don't understand it. If you don't focus on those things that make you dislike it, and you know, you open yourself up to hearing it, and eventually it might click for you. And it's weird to say that, like, you know, because we all have things we dislike. I really do think though, on some level, like, because everyone likes something, you must be capable of liking, you know, anything really on some degree. I think if you tell yourself you can't enjoy things that you think you don't like, that's, you know, like you've written the answer to the question in a way. Akel says hi, I subscribe. Thank you for subscribing or following. I assume you mean following. ATM2222 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Red QB says, assuming, do you like the Doom Soom track? The Soom track, the soundtrack. I did, yeah, I enjoyed it while I was playing the game. It was pretty cool. I like the original Doom soundtrack as well. It's all based on like heavy metal songs that I like anyway, like Pantera and Metallica and Slayer all in there. Right, these are the blocks that these are our oh no, those shouldn't be on the hotbar. So these are going to be part of our occasional placement blocks right there. So we probably don't need to bring 2 stacks. These things are going to be part of the regular placing. I think brown slabs are going to be part of that. Oh, some soul sand on occasion. Where the slabs at? Where the slabs at, yo? I need them slabs. I think they're in here. In the one called Planks. Did you watch the new Blade Runner movie yet, says Miller? I need to sort seeing that with my friends. We're going to watch the original first and then the new one after. The fact that there's only 2 in there makes me think that I've left... Oh, grass! We need grass. I've left some slabs lying around somewhere. Maybe not then, maybe not. Excuse me, doing some under-breath burp in there. From the tea, it's settling in my stomach. Leave me alone. Right, let's do that. Cool. So we got some woods. That's going to be a bit more occasional, and that's actually it. That's our entire palette, 7 blocks. Fits on the hotbar. Firalo has resubscribed 4 months in a row of Amazon Prime, saying 4 months going to Newport/Bristol at the end of the month. Do you have any suggestions what to visit there? Nevertheless, keep up the great gameplay. I've not been to either of those places. My suggestion, what I would do if I were going there, is I would just do some research online for museums, parks, things like that in the area, and just see what comes up and see what tickles your fancy. You know, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I'm aware of. Why am I watching X tipsy, says that gamer. I'm not tipsy. I'm not tipsy at all. And now it's raining. Jeez, that's not very good. I'm going to put a little bit of wood right there. Okay. Randomise the blocks, you know. You know how this rolls. You know how this goes. Oh, I can put you there actually. Yeah, that'll work. One dirt, what was it, says Wobblemaker. I said play.assumeavoid.com, or I was going to say it when I was supposed to say something different, and I thought it was kind of derpy of my brain. It got totally confused for a second. Speaking of which, you can visit play.assumeavoid.com in your 1.12 Minecraft browser and hang out with all the peeps who have gone over there from this stream, as we've been talking about it a lot. I'll have to pop on there after and see how many peeps went over. Asuma, do you have Spotify, says Red QB. I don't have Spotify. I'm old school. I have an MP3 collection, and I like to get my MP3s, you know. Best G says, X, you are the best. Your videos. Oh, thank you for the lovely message. I appreciate that ever so much. Thank you. Savage plug, says Ultimate Badass Andy. Was it savage? Did I do a bad plug? Was it not very good? Goodness me, I'll try. Let's throw in some of these just down here-ish. Just down here-ish and there-ish, you know. Put a slab in there? Yeah, don't mind if I do. Got to do a podzol bit in as well. Podzol patch, we'll call it. Haha, derp. Minecraft browser, says 2K. What? Derp? I'm confused. Neowin says, there is an open plot world. It's only for your patrons, or... Okay, so there is a plot world for everyone to go and play on play.assumeavoid.com. There is also stream.assumeavoid.com, where you can build on a smaller plot world for ideas for the biomes that go in this area. I have figured out everything I want to do up to that massive chunk of land up there. That side I haven't figured out yet, though, so I'll be back on there in the future to get some more inspiration and stuff. Then the patrons have access to the vanilla server, the Fullcraft server, the Sky Factory server, the Diamond Defender server, and also like a, not a plot world, but like a creative, like voxel world where you can use all sorts of crazy tools. I don't know, world edit and stuff like that. This song is definitely somber, says Marilyn Miner. It is a somber one. It's very morning-y to me. It makes me feel like I've just woken up and something slightly sorrowful is happening. Right, let's keep on placing these down. Get some nice variations going. I feel like a path block is needed again. And we haven't done a little podzol patch. Time for a podzol patch, peeps. It's a podzol patch. Sounds nice to say that. I'm Kendrick Llama, says Llama Fam. Kendrick Llama. Brilliant. We got to get a llama, rename it that now. Jeez, that would be hilarious. Kendrick Llama. Oh, that's a good one. Red QB says server save the world. The server loves to save the world. It saves our butts all the time. What would we do without it, eh? Cool, there's quite a bit down here that I've missed, apparently. Let's work our way up from down here. Oh no, that don't look good. Oh, I see. We just got to build it up a little bit. That's all we've got to do. Ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a thing, yo, you know. I love sad songs, says Blue Boo. Yeah, I like. There's a topic to talk about. I like air quotes sad songs, I guess. I always gravitate to sad, dark, aggressive music. Obviously, I'm not really like that sort of person, but I think that's like, I don't know. In a strange way, it makes sense to me. Jeez, I fell down. Goodness me. Goodness me. Yeah, a lot of like happy music like really doesn't do it for me. Earlier I was talking about you know, trying to be open-minded and stuff. I have a bit of a problem. I'm not going to say that I'm incapable of liking this stuff, but anything that's really like cheery, upbeat. I don't know. It just feels like, to me, it always feels like there's so much going on in the world. It makes sense when music's like heavy and brooding, because we're not living in a paradise, you know. Rhiannon says, I find sad/angry songs to be more uplifting when I am not happy. Oh, that's interesting. I think I enjoy them more when I'm happier. In fact, in general, I think I just enjoy stuff more if I'm in a better mood, you know. Let's put an individual bit of podzol right there. Now let's throw down some more of this. Throw down, we're laying down the brown. Who remembers that? Hashtag I remember. In chat right now. We're laying down the brown, peeps. It's happened again. The derp is real. I love doing this, like creating this custom terrain. It's just, I know it's kind of boring for like, you know, watching on the stream. And it's raining and it's dark. Goodness me, let's go sleep in a bed. This music feels childish, says Kid X. Childish. Childish to me would be, I don't know really, something kind of a bit more quirky. I don't know, childish. I guess when you say childish, to me that's like a negative word, like you're being immature, that kind of thing. This music may sound youthful, if anything. That's what I'd say. Music equals majestic, says Mr. Rackstar. I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. Down with the brown it is, says Namp Tech. That was the episode name, I think, wasn't it? And then laying down the brown was another meme. Jeez. These Sumer memes we got going on, peeps. They got to stop, okay? I can't handle them. Memes are old. X doesn't understand why memes are still a thing, okay? Back in my day, okay, memes were new and fresh and we thought they were funny. And now they're just kind of old news. I'm joking, of course. Right, another little bit of jungle in there. For the sake of it. For the sake of the jungle, you know. Random podzol. That's looking nice. Get all the gaps. Hashtag get all the gaps. Hashtag. I love saying that. It's watching Scar, man. Scar hashtags everything. I don't understand it. It cracks me up. Everything just becomes some sort of hashtag. Now I'm doing what Scar does. Jeez. Just trying to blame it on Scar, aren't I? Really? Just trying to pass the blame. You see my sneaky ways. I ain't fooling no one here. Wow, that's looking good. I really want to get like just a big slab down the side here done so we can do a bit of work on the cliff. Will you do your Blood River? Akel, the Blood River has finished. Don't forget your slabs, dude, says the Nushman. Yeah, I'm slacking on the slabs, aren't I? There are going to be a ton of EFO memes in his YouTube comments, says Chrysos. What sort of memes are EFO memes? I'm unaware of the EFO memeage. You'll have to fill me in, you know. Right, I actually think we're kind of good here. Oh wait, the slabs aren't on here. That's why I'm not placing them down, you know. I can blame it on that. There we go. Let's put a slab there. Maybe a slab here as well. Are we missing something? We are. Oh, we ran out of it. We ran out of powder. We're out of the powder, peeps. Waffles says... Oh, you're talking to someone else. Never mind. I am Dust says, I hate how most comments on the last guitar video about swearing and not about the music. Yeah, that really disappointed me. You know, obviously, I appreciate all the good comments. But when I forgot about it. I'd like to be there on time, add my little comment letting you know about a couple of things, we're recording it. Just forgot that it was a publishing at that time. But yeah, I went on there and I'm like, oh, come on. Like, I haven't sort of like... I mean, maybe I have at one point that I'm not remembering, but I haven't sort of like put out a statement like, I am family-friendly channel or whatever. I'm just me. Like, I'll do me, you do you, you know, and I like music with swearing in, and like that's going on my second channel because I want to put it up there. Yeah, a lot of comments about that. Also, a lot of comments from people like, oh, the neighbours must hate you kind of thing. And it's like, well, okay, so you're watching a video of someone playing guitar, but how do you know how loud it is? Like, also, I'm on an end of terrace, so my room that I record and play guitar in doesn't have anyone on the other side of it, and I don't play it loud enough to make a bother for my neighbours. Like, I'm not going to do that. It's not cool. And yet, just, I don't know, people love to assume, people love to fill in the gaps. Maybe they got it turned up and they think that means I got it on loud as well. I don't know. Hi, what are you then? Brown concrete, brown wall. The brown wall got neglected, didn't it? We need some brown terracotta, some clay actually, not some brown. We got a reasonable amount of these materials to get us through. Yeah. I'm seeing this. Those ones can go up there. Right, so we need our clay and we need our brown clay sorted out now. I'm going to take half of that and turn it into the brown clay. Cool. Right, let's go build some cliffs, peeps. Let's see how it looks. Your neighbours must love you for all the good music they can hear, says Nearwind. Yeah, I mean, they might love it. They might go, he's playing again. It's good. I don't know. They probably wouldn't. Squiggly Lemon has resubscribed for 9 months in a row. It's a Twitch baby saying, haven't been able to watch in a while. Just wanted to let you know the Hermitcraft Rift series has been amazing. Keep up the great videos. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am glad that you're enjoying those videos. Thank you for resubscribing. Appreciate it, Squiggly Lemon. Love that username. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. X approves, you know. Thumbs up. Thumbs up the lemon. That sounds so strange. I had to say it though. Right. Let's continue building it. I'm just going to build it in waffle. Tidmouth Milk 12 has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying today's stream, having a good time with the derp. With the derp, of course. Matt King 1993 has donated saying, hi X, I'm feeling a bit better today and I heard you do poems. Could I send you one of mine, please? And if you would like to read it about, that would be amazing. Problem, that thing's broken again. Look, white screen. Oh, mate. Oh, why is that? That's 2 streams in a row that's broken. Can I... Oh, I tried this. If I press enter, it's just going to break, isn't it? I've got to reload it, peeps, to make it work properly. Oh, and guess what? My chat box just broke as well. So something's clearly up with all of that at the moment. GG Streamlabs says make it rain. Yep, it's crashed twice now on it. Okay, luckily I've got it. Bam, there we go. Load up. Go green. Excellent. Go green, peeps. Hashtag go green. Yeah, that's gone green, I think. I think we're good. So let's go back. There we are. Delicious. Right, and what were we doing? Stupid Streamlabs. Asuma, what is your stream timetable? I need to know when asked to make you say Tesco meal deal, says meal deal boy. Ah, speaking of my schedule, I was thinking of going to 3 streams a week and just sort of organising it so that my streams could revolve around my videos a bit. I'm not sure I'd do that. Like, I love being consistent, Mr. Like, keep going at it, but I feel like lately, I don't know, everything's always just a bit of a jumble, and I thought maybe I should try slowing it down a little bit and doing something a bit different for once. Okay, we're going to build this bit up here. Start to signify a bit of a change. So how does it look so far? Nothing terribly interesting going on over here, really, is there? And because there's ocean here, we're going to have a lot of not a lot of room for throwing some odd blocks out and stuff. White box is very annoying, Asuma, says Anita. It's come back, is it? Oh, goodness me. Breaks straight away now. Oh, it's green here. I think that just means I've got to refresh it. There we go. There, now it's properly fixed. There we go. Sorry about that, peeps. Sorry, I fixed it but forgot to fix it. Johnny DL has resubscribed for 2 months in a row saying hashtag everything. Hashtag keep up the great work. That was hashtag. Jeez, I got it wrong. Thank you for the resubscribe, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Specky1313 has subscribed as well. Thank you for the tremendous support, peeps. Appreciate it as always. Hope you're enjoying some Hermitcraft action here. Let's put a bit of podzol there. Don't mind if I do. I feel like I need to add the cobble on the hotbar actually. Let's get this thing built up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to put blocks like that. I want this thing to start right. Oh, jeez, I don't want to fall down it. Building this thing's going to be a pain in the backside, I tell you. Yeah, I want it to start rising up a bit here. So you... Oh, you're just that dirt, right. Yeah, that's the way we'll do it. Is that a derp, people are saying? What? No, that's not. If it's a derp, it's not me derping. That's old Streamlabs derping right there. That ain't my fault. Jeez, can't blame that on me. Poor old X. Get nothing right. Keeps crashing on me. This was the only gift I wanted from you, says Charlie Panda. What? What gift was that? I'm so confused. Okay. It's getting kind of awkward now. I'm used to having like a flat area to stand on. Oops. Do I actually want to put that there? I don't think so. We should change it up a fair bit as well. Just throwing some extra textures here and there. Change the music is kind of boring, says Mav Romastigra. I'm going to just leave it playing. Sorry. It's just the music I like to listen to when we stream. Right, I don't think this podzol is going to get featured much. Let's put the cobble here. Start building around it, you know. I don't know how I feel about this as well. We haven't really got to the cliff bit yet, have we? We're just getting started here. Okay, let's get building this up. I don't want to do the same thing all stream as well. We're going to move on to another project in a moment as well. You can see though, this stuff, man, it takes hours to do. Hours. Also, that doesn't look too great from over here, the way there's just sand underneath it. Whatevs, whatevs. I think what we need actually is some like sharper declines here. So if we add like that, let's actually bring it back a little bit. Have that under here now. Add a bit of variance, you know. Bring that bit up. Put 2 of those on top of it. Yeah, that looks alright. Ray's Hux has resubscribed for 8 months in a row, saying managed to make another live stream. Love the second channel for catching up. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm glad you enjoyed the second channel. That's what it's there for, so you can catch it up. Meal Deal Boy says, Asuma, would you consider streaming Carried Away? Absolutely, it's part of my plan to eventually stream that game a bit. Just not immediately, you know. And we've got a noise in here. We'll get to that in just a second. Lol Bozo is here with a donate. That was just a second. It was literally probably actually just a second. Lol Bozo is here with a donation saying DNRA. What does that mean? Do not read out loud, I'm guessing. Or something like that. Aloud. Dude, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I won't repeat it, obviously you didn't want me to. I'm sorry to hear that. You really didn't have to do that, though. It doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't sound entirely healthy, but, you know, it's your choice. Of course I appreciate it. So sorry to hear that happened, man. But, of course, the jokes live on. We appreciate them. They live on here. On the stream now, forever. Oh. What games do you play, says Red QB? Not that question isn't actually aimed at me, is it? I was playing some Gemcraft again. I uninstalled it, then I had to stream it. If I didn't have to stream it, I'd never touch that game again, I reckon. But I got caught out. I started playing it again. There'll be another one of those streams soon for those of you that like the Gemcraft streams. Getting seriously powerful on that game now as well. It's kind of crazy. Racking up, was it like 12 million XP in a level? And I think I've got a strategy to increase that again. I think the way I've put the soul sand there is going to look really strange in the long run. Luckily for us, we're only in it for the short term. No, that was just a joke. That was just a terrible joke. Now, it looks kind of odd, but it's different. I'm not really sure that's actually working now. Yeah, I'm gonna knock that one on the head. I did say we would try something else. So there, it's kind of working a little bit. I think it needs to form into a proper cliff face or something. Neowin says, "Yep, Gemcraft is a thing." Pemperor says, "Playing Gemcraft right now." I can understand that. Goodness me, I might have to play a game after this stream. Oh no, I'm addicted. Do not speak out loud. Hey, Asuma, that was for Wobblemaker, says Red QB. Yep, I read the message, then saw the tag. I hope that's all right though. Okay, we're going to put those up here. Yeah, this is the one where we put all of our blocks for this project. Cool, not all of them fit in there though, so we'll squeeze some in there. And anywhere that they'll go. Cool, alright, let me look at my list. There were 3 things. Yeah, let's go work on the next thing now. I was only going to do half an hour of this, but in an hour you get hardly anywhere. This stuff takes a long time, man, building these biomes. Crazy amount of blocks to play. Assume I never heard of Gemcraft. What is it? Says Bill Zander. It's a tower defense game. I'd consider it to be probably the best tower defense game in terms of replayability and just like depth and fun and grind. I don't know. That's kind of like a lot of stuff. It's, if you like it, you're going to like it a lot, kind of thing. Because it's really well done. X, do you play acoustic or just electric? Says Twez. I play electric. You know, acoustic things I do every now and then. Like on Master of Puppets, I've been learning or relearning, because I learned it years ago. The little acoustic bit that comes at like the midsection of the song. I've got an acoustic guitar. I don't really ever play it. I was going to practice playing chords on it, but I never got into the habit of that. Nor do I really ever find the time. We are going to grab glass. I've got a feeling the glass is in here. Which one would it be? That one? Yeah, well, obviously there's glass in there. I think there's glass in another one. There's something in another one of these. I've got a feeling now I've jumbled up, because that's supposed to be somewhere else. Oh no, I've probably jumbled up the one with all the sand and glass in. Yep, it ain't here. Right. That's a problem. That's a problem that needs solving. What about over here? Aha! That's what I'm looking for. Sweet, so we'll take that and we'll take this glass and we'll go check on the squid farm, which doesn't have a proper way to get to yet, really. I have to fly down here and walk there. X, do you like grunge music at all, says Atlas the Robot. Do you know what, if you ever want to know what sort of music I like, go to my blog spot, go look for the grunge tag. If you see it, it probably means I like grunge. Yeah, I love grunge. Grunge is cool. Milk Teeth are a sort of revival but not revival grunge bands that are going around at the moment that are really great. Cool, this is what we need right here. We need loads of this. Can you guess what we're making? Can you guess? It's yeah, it's black glass. That nether portal entrance is bad. Use some parkour and make it interesting. Oh, I cannot think of anything worse than parkour to do something simple as walking into a nether portal. No thanks. Sorry. That ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I want to start building this up with black glass. It's just going to take a bit of time, isn't it? Oh look, we've got loads of junk lying around. Yay, junk. We like junk. No, we don't. No, we don't. Brosvi says, hey X, have you considered keeping that ladder and hiding it with the sand entity? I haven't. I want to do a proper entrance for it though at some point. I don't know where that entrance is going to be, but I want to do it proper. Cool, let's start off with that much glass for now, I guess. And this is Silk Touch, right? It should be Silk Touch, it is. It is, it's good to know. There's cows in there. I wonder if this thing's working. Oh, interesting. Like, we shouldn't have to wait too long. If I see cows in there, my thoughts are like, oh, maybe it stopped. Oh. Hey! Okay, it works. That's all we need to know. Sans Densi says, do you want to be a millionaire? So guess what Asuma is building? Is that like a question to me, or is that game? Who wants to be a millionaire? What's Asuma building? That's the question. I don't know. Ever into playing Oxygen Not Included, says Alk. Yeah, we played it on a live stream a while back, and I didn't really like it that much. Felt like I felt like it didn't sort of make itself known what I needed to be doing, and so I kind of just sort of did stuff, and then it was like not really even sure like if that worked or not. That's how I remember it. Is that sheep looking at me? Says Llama Farm. Oh, is that mushroom looking at me? New game. I've just invented a new game. Original idea. It's pretty good. Spangleboo's here with a donation, and actually I've missed a couple other noises before it. Saying, hey, it's great stream. Your biomes are looking good. I have a question though. What are you going to do in the centre of the island? That big empty space looks kind of odd. Would you like some suggestions for things you can build there? I think the centre of the centre of this thing is pretty much going to stay as is. It's just going to be like a big kind of gap around, like an arena around this thing, I guess. Yeah, if I start putting stuff in the middle here, I think it will make everything look a little bit crowded, because when you look across from one side to the other, or you look down, your focus is going to be all over the place. There's lots of other stuff here. So I appreciate the idea, but I think I'm going to stick to the plan that I've had for some time now. Have we got more cows, more moo cows coming down? I don't know. This thing is going to take so long to replace. It took a long time to build. Why did I build it out of the wrong colour glass? So silly. I bet X will fall inside, says Ultimate Badass Andy Hugs You. Well, I'm holding down Shift. I'm holding it down so hard the key might break, so maybe that'll happen. Daniel MR 75 has subscribed. Thank you for your subscription. Epic Kitty XP, thank you for the subscription as well. Both subscribing with Amazon Prime, appreciate that. And Spangle again, thank you for your donation. Asuma ZF collab. Is that mushroom looking at me, says Llama Farm. There you go. Episode idea in the bag. Sent you a thingy on Twitter, X, says Tidmouth. I'll be checking it out later today. For sure. My house in Minecraft is burning, says the greatest jog. Log out. Log out, that solves everything. Log out and never log back in. Then it will never be burnt down. It'll be Schrodinger's Minecraft map. You know? It's not actually destroyed yet. It is on fire, but it's still a house. It's not a burnt house. So thanks a lot says, have you ever heard of Free Drum? It's a little clip to put on your drumsticks, and you can drum in the air with headphones on. It's amazing, I tell you. I have actually, yeah, I've seen a few things like that. I've seen the drum kit jeans, where you wear some jeans that are also a drum kit, and you can play with your hands, and there's little sensors and like an MP3 machine in there. It's pretty funny. I'm pretty new to watching streams. What's the deal with this harmony? Says BMJ1472. The deal is, the more you watch, the more harmony you get. I'm trying to get you hooked on watching. You know, I thought, no, I won't be entertaining. I won't try and make good content. I'll just put harmony there, and they'll all be addicted on the harmony. Eventually, I hope that you'll be able to trade it in for like rewards of some sort, but for now, I guess it's just a sign of like who's been watching, I guess. Another JT has resubscribed for 6 months in a row, saying another month, another clever resub comment. Thanks for the excellent content. Where is it then? Where's that clever resub comment? No, that was pretty funny. Appreciate it, JT. Appreciate it. Anita520T is here saying, hello X, thank you for streaming today. PS Spangle, Quartz addiction is kicking in. Please reminder, Spangle, Quartz, you're now thinking about it. You've got to go mine some in the Nether, haven't you? Take a newbie potion with you. You're going to need that if you're mining quartz. I don't know fully what this is about, but I'm happy to encourage, apparently. Anita, appreciate the donation as always. Hope you enjoy the stream. Let's use TNT, make it way quicker, says Cookie Cat. Yeah, and blow up our farm in the process. No thanks. Although, in a way, it probably would destroy like a large amount of stuff. And my mycelium ain't going to be too difficult to repair. I think I'll do it this way and keep all the glass. My harmony is broken. It says I need to log in, says Nearwind. That is odd. It should count it anyway. X, when you have the time, you should check out Frog Leap Studios on YouTube. He turns pop songs, old and new, into amazing metal covers. I've seen lots of that sort of stuff on YouTube. It's pretty cool. I thought we agreed never to say quartz again, says I Love Cats. I agreed to nothing, and if I did, I changed my mind. I play the Harmony mod pack all the time, says Armour Fan. It's not the same sort of Harmony, dude. It's not quite the same. Churian has resubscribed for 9 months in a row. Another Twitch baby. Thank you so much for resubscribing, man. Appreciate it. Hope you to continue enjoy. In Australia, it's Saturday the 14th of October, says Llama Farm. Oh yeah, it's Friday the 13th today. I Love Cats is here with a donation. A noise in the ear saying, Asuma and ZF collab. I think there is one coming soon. I think I remember you saying something in a stream. I don't mean ZF, I mean Wormman and not Asuma. Anyway, I'm off to sleep. My back is killing me. I need to lay down. Dude, if you've got back problems, do some yoga for your back. I used to have back problems and that helped so much. Learning to stretch your back is wonderful. Also, laying down on a flat surface can help a lot. I don't know if that's going to help your cats or if you even want to try, but highly recommend it. Appreciate the donation as always. Enjoy your rest, and I'm guessing that I'm going to see you in about 5 minutes chatting in chat. I'm going to see you after the stream. Still here. I know how it goes, cats. You tell me you're going to leave and then you stick around for the next few hours. Jeez. Matt King 1993 has donated saying, how can I send you my poem, X? Oh, dude, I forgot to reply to you earlier, didn't I? Yeah, drop me an email. Just email it over. That's the easiest way, as always, of course. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the donation. I'll be looking forward to reading that. Yoga, I'll give it a shot, says I Love Cats. Look up some beginner yoga, though. Like, the thing with yoga is, all yoga is stretching and breathing. It's also got a bit of, like, Buddhism and meditation to it as well, right? It's about sort of putting yourself in a relaxing state where you breathe steadily and then you gently stretch your body. Now, some yoga gets pretty advanced and will have you doing some crazy handstandy type stuff, right? That's not the stuff you want to go flying off into. You want to do some beginner's yoga. You're going to be probably laying down on your back and pulling your knee up to your chest, stuff like that while you breathe in and out. The breathing in and out stuff is important because when you breathe in and out when you're doing yoga, you're flexing your diaphragm. And that actually is like your abdominal muscles are an extremely important set of muscles. Like you probably couldn't do anything without your abdominals. Like you wouldn't be able to walk or like move about, you know. So when you breathe, you flex your abdominals, your diaphragm, I think is what they call it. Is that the word they use? I can't remember. And it causes like all of the muscles wherever you're stretching to just stretch a little bit further and then a little bit less. And that's dynamic stretching, which is really good for you know, stretching your muscles and keeping them healthy. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff you want to do. Something simple that gets you laying down on the ground, turning over side to side, doing some simple like lay down stretches. Nothing where you're like arcing over backwards and doing like a reverse crab or something. What's the delay on your stream, says Harvey J Gaming. The other day it was about 9 seconds we figured out, which is crazy. Now you got me standing up and stretching, says a Brosby. Honestly, it's great for you doing some stretching. Like, if you're just sitting here watching a stream doing nothing else, if you don't mind stretching at the same time you're watching, go for it. You'll be healthier, you know. It's good for your body, it really is. You can actually become taller in some cases, stretching out your spine and that. Pretty cool, says Tuxedo Cat. Yeah, you'll find that a lot of tension and like your body carries a lot of stress in its muscles. So if you're a stressed out person, you'll probably find it's tensing up parts of your body. And if you learn to relax and stretch out, you'll loosen up, and that will make you technically a little bit taller. Yoga works well for my chronic pain, says Capel of my eye. I'm not surprised to hear that, man. I'm not surprised to hear it at all. I've got some aches and pains that yoga helped clear up. Mid-click-X says Sky Easy. I appreciate you trying to remind me. You know how terrible I am. I appreciate your faith. One day I'll learn. In 2019. X, send it on your Facebook, says Matt Kings. Please send me an email. I don't actually use Facebook. Like it's just there for my fan art. Otherwise, it will just get like I get flooded with stuff on Facebook. I had a 74-year-old teacher in school who still could do cartwheels and handstands. Said it was because he stretched and did light cardio every day of her adult life, says KJ801. It is absolutely right, yeah. I've come across quite a few stories of things like that, like runners who are like 19 and run, you know, 10, maybe not 10, but they run miles every day. You can maintain the body as you get older. You can keep it healthy as long as you actively stretch and keep doing that activity. There's some weightlifters that are, you know, like into their 80s. Sounds kind of crazy, but if you've been doing it, like you can't be 80 and then start weightlifting. But if you've been weightlifting all your life, you can keep your body going. That's you know, that's the body, isn't it? So it's a good thing to keep in mind. You know, if you plan on living a long time like me, I want to make it to 100. You know, I'm not slouching here. You know, I want to get all the life I can. So good thing that, you know, do lots of stretching and exercise and keep yourself nice and healthy. And if you have a good innings, I'm sure that would have helped you along the way. Spangleboo's here with a donation saying, this quartz thing is a sign of how compassionate your Patreon community is. I shared my deep dark secret that I was recovering from a serious quartz addiction. Make it rain and Anita constantly tempt me. They burn quartz and throw it at me. Sad face. Spangle, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You're always at the centre of the controversy, you are. You know, I've been to your place. There's a collection of severed heads there. I mean, I don't know who to listen to now. I've got to say. Joking, of course. Appreciate it as always, Spangle. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Don't build with too much quartz now. Use white stained clay instead. That stuff's an amazing alternative to quartz. It looks practically the same. White stained clay brought to you by Asuma. It's now called terracotta. That's confusing. That's not helpful, is it? I know someone who was almost 80 and still ran marathons, but then he got a stroke and turned into a veteran. Jeez, that's a horrible story. Yeah, I've heard of people being 80 and running long distances. I do a 10k jog every Saturday and try to get to 1 hour. Right now I'm at 1 hour 6 minutes, says Blue Boo. That's awesome. GG on doing that. I would recommend learning about ways to practice running and stuff. From what I understand, it's generally good to run shorter distances frequently than it is to do longer distances inconsistently, but that's just something I've heard. Anyway, it's all personal choice and whatever as well, isn't it? Like, that might work for you. Especially if you've got a busy 9 to 5 kind of work week. You know, a run on the weekends, good for you. I'm actually like trying to ease off running a little bit at the moment because I keep getting like problems with my hips. I've had a injury to my muscle in my hip that I couldn't get help with, and eventually I learned how to stretch that area, but the stretch isn't like doing it anymore. I've been doing it like every day. I should probably do it again after I stream today, and I just can't seem to quite hit the stretch anymore. Like, it feels like it's not effective, and I'm starting to get like these tensions when I run. They're not painful, they're slightly discomforting, they're slightly restricting of running, makes you feel a little less loose, but they kind of feel like they might lead to pain if you keep running on it, so it's not a really good situation. So I'm hoping I can lay off it a little bit, sort of catch up and sort that problem out, but not on a good start yet. What's your favourite meal, says BMJ? It used to be enchiladas, but Not so much anymore. I don't know, what is my favourite meal at the moment? I don't even know. I made myself an amazing plate of Vegetas the other day and I had them with guacamole. Goodness me. Filled me right up. Very tasty. Vacatia Dream says, I'm so jealous of people that can run. It's something I never thought I'd miss. Ah, that's interesting. So you used to run. That gives me the impression you ran but never really thought a lot of running. I don't know, like you can be quite aware that you really enjoy something or not. A lot of people express like an addiction to running, like they get a runner's high and they love running regularly. I never really get too much of a runner's high. I've had it a couple of times. I just do it for the fitness, and I'll definitely miss it if I'm unable to run, because I know it's provides you with some important benefits. Vegetable enchiladas, says Lama Farm. No, I used fake meat. I don't know why. It's just so used to eating meat. Just use the fake meat. But I like having vegetables and stuff, for sure. Vegetable curries are delicious. Middle Click X says Namtech. I appreciate you trying. You know what I'm like. We'll get there one day. Cool. We've actually done probably half of that. Oh wow. That's encouraging. I would have guessed I'd done like a quarter, maybe. I'm gonna drink some water here. My throat's feeling dry. Why no connected textures, says Carbon Fiber Monkey. Why no connected textures, they said. Why no connected textures? Matt King, my email is on my channel. If you go to the About change, you can grab it from there. Oh, excuse me. My YouTube channel, not my Twitch channel. Camo J says, X, I had the same problem last year, and most of the problem was to running form. So I learned to run properly, and now I'm doing 20 miles a week. 3 weekdays, 5 weekends. Running form shouldn't be the problem, but it does make me think maybe I should go look that up again and think about it again. Because after I got injured, I spent a lot of time watching running videos, and I think I got a good hang of how to run, but maybe I've let a bad habit creep in. Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to check that out, don't I? Running form for me mainly revolves around two things, like, well, three things actually. Posture, keep your back relatively straight, don't hunch over. Rolling of the feet, so when you land on your heel, your foot goes down as you move over it, and then you pick up as you leave, so that's supposed to reduce the impact. And then the other thing is timing your breathing to which leg you run with, like that you lead with. That's supposed to be a good thing. That so I used to get cramp. Oh my goodness me, I haven't had a cramp when running in absolutely ages. Yeah, that's something that used to knock me off my feet a little bit. You get so far and then you get a cramp and it'd be like, oh, not again. And I learned that with this technique of breathing, depending on what side like you're running with, your left or right leg, if you swap it when you get a cramp to the side of your body that you feel the cramp on, it's supposed to help. And it did. Like one time I pulled it off, I was like, oh, that's a cramp, like switch my running leg, right, now I'm breathing with the other one, and the cramp, like, it went away really quickly. It was kind of amazing. If we've mined away that much already, then we probably need about the same to finish. So let's go smelt all of that. Assumer, I know you like music, do you only need vinyl? I do. I was going to start a vinyl collection, but then I felt it was a waste of money. I have a few like obscure vinyls, like Dimu's World Misanthropy. Is it World Misanthropy? I think it is. And I've got Eminem's Bad Meets Evil Scary Movies EP. That's a bit of a rarity. What else have I got on vinyl? I've got some like really like obscure black metal records on vinyl. I don't know why I brought them. Just one day I went, I'm buying vinyls, and like brought a couple of weird, like unheard of. Stillhet is the name of the band, and they got a cover of Silent Hill on the record. That's one of the ones I brought. And I've got Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, which sounds amazing on vinyl. Beautiful record. If you've never heard that one, do yourself a favour. It's wonderful. I should put one of those on a pre-stream again, I think. Right. Let's chuck all that in there. Good. Everything's going. Everything's going. Didn't one of them add like 2? It did. Let's let it smelt. Let's let it smelt. In 9 days, I will get my diamond faces, Joel Kip. Let's get some diamond hype. Some diamond face hype in chat. I got it right in the end. I've got some dust on my vinyl, says Chubb. Brilliant. Love it. Might not have actually been a joke. You might actually have... Llama Fan says Kendrick Llama out. See you later, buddy. Oh. I have Official Heart by Jonathan Colton on vinyl, but no player, says Noah JT. I've not heard of that before. Myself, I haven't heard of it. Asuma, what is your base getting darker? Why is your base getting darker? I don't know. I've been trying to think. I've been watching the sun in the sky, and I can only see it at certain times now. I think it's got something to do with that. But the base, I mean, it is. Yeah, it's getting dark around here. Goodness knows why. I mean, it's night time. That's why. It's because it's night time, you fool. Little bozo. Okay. Sun goes down at night. Things get dark. Matt King, cheers for sending the email, man. I'll be reading it later. Or actually, probably... Actually, do you know what? I might not be able to reply for a day or two. Everything after this stream is just... Do this, do that, do this, do that, do that. Go there, do that thing. Bam. And it will be Sunday. And then I can hopefully relax a little bit. The ocean is overrunning your base, says Nearwind. Yep, I shouldn't have removed all that dirt last episode, right? Just letting the ocean in. It's bad practice. Let's craft up more of this stuff. Sweet! I love saying that. Vinyls are cheap here at yard sales, says Capel My Eye. Yeah, they are. They are. Second hands, yeah. Like old vinyls. They still press vinyls, though. Vinyl sales are on the up. What are we going to do? Throw a pearl? Should we throw a pearl? Huh. We're up here. Very good. The ocean is covering X's base, says Nam Petch. It certainly feels like it, doesn't it? Just when you do the next stream, please read it out. If so, I'd be happy. I'm probably not going to read someone else's poem on my stream. I'll read it for myself, buddy. Are you the server's owner, says Crazy Rush? No, the server's owner is technically Cubed host, right? They host the server. Oh, we've got a bit unfinished down here. Let's take care of that then. And there we go. Almost fell in then. Oh my god, says Sparkling Bird. Did I? I was holding shift the entire time. Ah! No, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. Another JT is going around in circles more efficient than going up, top down, than going bottom up. Oh, it might be, you know. I don't care really. I don't mind doing this. Also, another JT is going around in circles. That's how that message started. Laurent Pravat says, Hi X, how are you? I hurt my back badly. I can't even sit for a long time. Go to the doctor, young man. Go to the doctor. No excuse. Sort that back out. See, of all things, your back is very important. Go see the doctor. X the troll, says Namte. What are you on about, X the troll? Oh, okay. We're okay. What are you on about, X the troll? Jeez, I never troll anyone. I'd never do such a thing. Spangle, you're thinking about quartz again. Jeez. Another JT says, it often feels like I'm going around in circles, going nowhere fast. Brilliant. It often feels like I'm mining glass. Hey, assume I'm watching sick right now, otherwise I would go to school, says Professor Biscuit. You rest, and you chill out and enjoy the stream and get better soon, okay? Stop scaring me, says Psycho Psy. How on earth have I been... Ah! No, I've been scaring you. Jeez. That's like a jump scare now, isn't it? It's like a derp jump scare. Reminds me of the old Chicago song, Singing Wheel. Says Randy Nicole. There's that Spangleboo face. Spangleboo ain't happy. I mentioned quartz again. I wish there was like a big quartz thing that I could just look at. Okay, there it is. I Love Cats has gone to bed, okay? I Love Cats is resting, going to sleep. Not typing in chat, not saying why is X yelling. Jeez, I'm asleep. X, I totally agree. Asleep right now, and you just scream. It's, how are you asleep and listening to the live stream? Goodness me, that's no way to sleep. Here's how you go to sleep, peeps. You go to a room with no No electronics, okay? Don't use your phone before you go to bed. Okay, don't have a live stream on. Just have a room, and the only thing you do in that room is sleep. Okay? And that's a good way to sleep. You don't want to associate your bed with like other things. Otherwise it's not like never eat on your bed, never sit and watch telly on your bed. Your brain will associate it with those things and your sleep will be less effective. Okay? You can do those things if you want to, you know. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what to do. Please say my name correctly as C apple of my eye. Thank you, says Capple of my eye. I mean C apple of my eye, jeez. Goodness me. X, do Guns N' Roses guitar cover. That'll probably not happen because I'm not keen on really playing their songs. Now earlier I was talking about all this like, you know, learning to appreciate other music. With guitar, you could probably say I'm pretty close-minded. Like, I kind of like really enjoy playing particular types of music, but not other types that I like listening to. Since you're working on the mushroom farm, would you like an idea for activation clock that doesn't need a room far away? An activation clock? Possibly. Problem is, it's got to be incredibly small because, yeah, we don't want a large blueprint of blocks up there slowing the farm down. I mean, at this point though, I'm probably never going to eat all the meat it provides, right? But still, efficiency is a thing. And we like to be efficient when we can. Let's put in another layer of one. How many more blocks to go? Not too many by the looks of it. Do you like power metal, says Shell Shock. Not so keen on power metal, like the traditional old school stuff. I've actually got some power metal albums by Blind Guardian and a couple other bands, and on occasions the songs kind of like do it for me. You know, I'm always trying to like creep open that door, so to speak, but in general it's never really appealed to me very much, and yeah, struggled to get into it, but always trying. Peeps, poor old X's voice is destroyed. Has been for a while. Need to wrap this one up here. Got lots to do with recording videos and such, so this is where we end this one today, right? Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be doing a raid on someone. I'll go find out who. Thank you to all the people who followed, who subscribed, resubscribed, all the people hanging out in chat, all the people just watching. Appreciate you. All the people donating and doing the bits and the noises in the ear. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's go find out what we're doing next. I'll probably just send you over to Hypno's doing the Sink into Madness mod pack. So if you want some more Minecraft, some modded Minecraft experience, it's happening over on Hypno's channel right now. Anyway, I've got to get out of here, so ciao for now. Bye bye.